evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I am Kelsey Billiot, Senior Class President. Please silence all cell phones before we begin our ceremony. Thank you. Please stand for the invocation to be given by Emily Hamid, Senior Class Corresponding Secretary. Followed by the presentation of colors by the Chalmette High School Air Force Junior ROTC, and for the national anthem, which will be sung by our graduates and chorus, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to be read by Senior Class Vice President Tyler Sanchez. Thank you.
Let us all pray. We come here on this joyous day with our hearts lifted to you. I ask you for your blessings on Chalmette High School's class of 2018. During this crucial time in our lives, we are faced with overwhelming challenges. We must grow, become independent, and prepare for the rest of our lives. So today, I pray that your great presence is felt, appreciated, and consumed in our hearts. I ask that you energize this celebration so that each of us feel the significance of this important milestone. We gather here today filled with gratitude. We are grateful for the consistent support from our families and friends, and for the faculty, staff, and administrators who have challenged us and inspired us to love and learn. Our graduation is a rite of passage. This is a huge accomplishment that celebrates all of our hard work and commitment to our studies throughout high school. Though it has not always been easy, we thank you for giving us the strength to meet the challenge. You have provided us with opportunities to learn, to grow, and to make friends and memories that we would cherish forever. And for that, we are eternally grateful. May we all find love, enduring friendships, and everlasting memories on our journey to pursue the lives you have planned for us. We thank you for all that you've done for us this far and leading us to where we are today. I ask you to continue to protect us as we move forward and venture out into the next stage of our lives. As each name is called tonight, magnify your blessings on the unique individual and guide their footsteps towards your just destination. I ask these things on behalf of my classmates. Amen.
Please join with me in saying the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. A special thank you to our ROTC. Nicholas Campo, Senior Class Recording Secretary, will introduce our special guests who are with us this evening.
Please join me in welcoming our guests who have joined us this evening, our school board members. Mr. Clifford England, Mrs. Diana Dysart, Vice President, Mrs. Darlene Acevedo, Mr. Donald Campbell, Dr. Hugh Kraft, Mr. William Egan, Mr. Carl Gaines Jr., Mrs. Catherine Lemoyne, Mr. Joseph Long, Mr. Shelton Smith, Mr. Sean Warner. Also, our Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Mary Lumetta, and our Assistant Principals, Mr. William Schneider, and Mr. David Kuntz. You will meet our other stage guests this evening as we proceed through this program. Thank you.
Mrs. Emily Boackle, Assistant Principal, will introduce our senior class officers.
Senior class officers for the class of 2018. Treasurer Dylan Fusilier. Recording Secretary Nicholas Campo. Corresponding Secretary Emily Hamid. Vice President Tyler Sanchez. President Kelsey Billiot.
The American Legion Award will be presented by United States Marine Corps retired Lieutenant Colonel Michael Pichon, representing the J. Claude Miro American Legion Post 360 in Chalmette.
Not so fast. Good evening, everyone. I have Kelsey Billiot standing next to the podium here now. This is the highest honor awarded American youth by the American Legion. It proclaims to the world that you are worthy of such an honor and recognition. We believe that wherever you go and whatever you do, you will always be guided by the highest ideals. You are recognized tonight for your courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service to your peers, school, and community. For all of the graduates of 2018, let these 6 qualities be the stones of the foundations upon which you construct your life. Remember, liberty and democracy did not just happen, nor will they continue to grow or even exist without the thoughts and actions of every one of you. Kelsey, on behalf of all members, past and present, of the J. Claude Miro American Legion Post 360, congratulations. You are welcome. Now, I think we got to do a picture somewhere. Right now. Right now.
Assistant Principal, Mrs. Kelly Watson, will announce the Harold Lagarde Awards.
Each year, the Harold Lagarde Award is presented to the young woman and young man who best exemplify, in the eyes of the faculty and the students, the ideal Chalmette High School student. The award is named to honor a former Parent Association president and community partner who for many, many years promoted the welfare of all Chalmette High students and who worked tirelessly to promote Chalmette High within our community. It is fitting, then, that two of the high school's greatest ambassadors, Miss and Mr. Chalmette High School, would be honored in his name. This year's Miss Chalmette exemplifies a multi-talented young woman. From vocal performance to theater to academics, this young lady shines in everything she does. A well-rounded student during her 4 years of high school, she has participated in CHS Voices, CHS Live, Academic Games, the Beta Club, and the Philosophy Club. Her peers and teachers recognize her for the wonderful person she is and have named her a Student of the Week, a Terrific Teen, Friendliest Girl, Homecoming Maid, Senior Class President, and this year's Student of the Year. Finally, she just recently was awarded the coveted titles of Golden Owl and Salutatorian. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present the Harold Lagarde Award to Miss Chalmette, Miss Kelsey Billiot. Mr. Chalmette exemplifies the ideal young man, and again, the second recipient of the Harold Lagarde Award is the epitome of that definition. His optimism and encouraging personality has been contagious at CHS, as he spread joy and positivity each morning to the student body through the Owl Watch news program. His leadership skills have earned him officer positions in the Student Council and PBIS teams, as well as being voted by his peers as Senior Class Recording Secretary. Also, he too was named a Golden Owl. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present the Harold Lagarde Award to Mr. Chalmette, Mr. Nicholas Campo. Congratulations to Kelsey and Nick. Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming our Superintendent of St. Bernard Parish Schools, Ms. Doris Voce, who will address the graduates. Ms. Voce?
Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. It is with great pleasure that I join you this evening for an evening full of excitement, hope, and promise. There are almost 450 of you walking across the stage tonight, and your achievements as a class are vast and impressive. The graduating class of 2018 has earned over $13.5 million in scholarships. 270 of you have already earned college credit. That's over 60% of this class walking into a college next year with credit already banked. That's quite impressive. 7 of you will be celebrating 2 graduations this month. Tonight's high school graduation, and next week at Nunez Community College's commencement, when you will also receive an associate degree in applied science for our P-TECH program, and an additional 5 of you will receive a certificate of technical studies from Nunez in welding. So those are quite accomplishments while you're still a high school student. You are attending prestigious universities such as Johns Hopkins University, Syracuse University, the United States Military Academy at West Point. Many of you will remain closer to home at Tulane, Xavier, LSU, Southeastern, UNO. And some of you will graduate tonight to join the military or prepared for careers in high-demand, high-wage jobs, having earned industry-based certifications and credentials through our career and technical education programs. In fact, 130 of you sitting out there tonight have received industry-based certifications in the career and technical areas. So give you a big hand as well. You are an incredibly accomplished and successful class that I am certain will do great things. This fall at Ring Day, I spoke to you about legacy, and I asked you to consider what story you want to tell with your life. How will you want to be remembered? What will your high school legacy be? Tonight, I return to you with one of your final high school lessons, a lesson on living courageous and meaningful lives. Tonight marks my 47th Chalmette High School graduation. And over the years, I get an award for longevity, I think. And over the years, I have seen thousands of seniors walk across the stage to begin the next chapter of their lives. Each of those smiling faces full of promise and potential. Some have gone on to do great things, while others have struggled to find their way. And when people have asked me what I think the difference between those two groups is, I've always said, it has not been grades or test scores or even popularity. The true difference between those who have led meaningful and rich lives and those who haven't has been courage. In today's world, our perception of courage is often confused with bravery. We sometimes think of heroic acts of strength and fearlessness, of people saving lives, of celebrities or politicians at the podium or in the spotlight. But the root of the word courage is cor, the Latin word for heart. And in one of its earliest forms, the word courage meant to speak one's mind by telling all one's heart. In other words, the willingness to share who we are and our God-given talents with the world around us. If you sit back now and think of a time you were most successful, a moment you were really proud of, I'm guessing you will also realize that in that moment, you had put your whole heart into whatever it was you were doing. But at the same time, I am sure that if you think of times that you felt failure or heartbreak, your heart was right there as well. For at its core, it is often the fear of failure that keeps us from being courageous. We worry about the judgment of others rather than following our own hearts. And it is courage, it is heart, that you will need to experience any form of success. And that path is never an easy one, but never lose sight of what's possible. When J.K. Rowling wrote her first Harry Potter book, she was divorced, bankrupt, and on welfare. A dozen publishers rejected her manuscript. One finally agreed to publish it, but told her that she needed to get a real job because there's no money in children's books. Well, today, J.K. Rowling is now a billionaire. As the NBA playoffs continue, Michael Jordan remains regarded by many as the greatest basketball player of all time. Most people wouldn't believe that this star was actually cut from his high school basketball team. Luckily, Jordan didn't let that setback stop him from playing the game, and he has stated in his words, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I've been entrusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, but that is why I now succeed. And finally, consider this, seniors, and Mr. Warner pointed this out at your honors banquet. And for those of you who have just come back from the senior trip at the Magic Kingdom, the brains behind that dream, Walt Disney, was told as a young man that he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. And in fact, he was fired from his job as a news editor. After that, Disney started a number of businesses that didn't last too long and ended with bankruptcy and failure. He kept plugging along, however, and eventually found a recipe for success that worked. So today, Disney rakes in billions from merchandise, movies, and theme parks around the world. Not too bad for a man who had no imagination. So as you can see, there is no success without the risk of failure. But the thought of failure is scary. It can oftentimes be more comfortable to be a ship in safe harbor. But remember, that is not what ships were built for. Ships were meant to venture out to sea, to explore the world and return home with precious cargo and exciting discoveries. And like ships, you too are preparing to embark on your own voyage. The teachers and administrators at Chalmette High School have prepared you for what lies ahead, both the calm seas and the rough waters. Life is never smooth sailing, but with a strong foundation, a chartered course, a little luck, and a whole lot of determination and tenacity, you will succeed on your journey. As Winston Churchill once famously said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." But like the creator of Harry Potter, like the greatest hoop star of all time, like the visionary behind the Magic Kingdom have each illustrated, courage is getting back up after failure, dusting yourself off, and trying again with enthusiasm. Remember these examples, but more importantly, remember Shakespeare's quote, "To thine own self be true." And I promise, if you do, you too will succeed. So it is my heartfelt wish that you all remember what courage is, putting all of yourself into the work, the struggle, and the path to do great things. So parents, thank you for entrusting your children to us, and graduates of the class of 2018, congratulations, and remember, you will always live in our minds and our hearts, and owls fly out into the world and make us proud. Thank you.
Chalmette High School Principal, Mr. Wayne Warner, will announce the honor graduates of the class of 2018.
This is truly a wonderful evening, a celebration of educational accomplishment. Okay, give me a chance. Would you give me a chance, please? I'll only be up here 2 minutes. Give me a chance. Thank you. Let's start over. This is truly a wonderful evening, a celebration of educational accomplishment, of life, and of the renewal of St. Bernard Parish. I hope your years at Chalmette High School will be fond memories for you in the years to come. Never forget the love and friendship shown to you by your fellow students and the Chalmette High School staff. As part of our dual enrollment program with Nunez Community College, 7 seniors have earned associate degrees as well as their high school diplomas. Will those students please stand? Thank you. Will the graduates who have joined one of the military services please stand? Okay. Not counting tops, which we expect to come, not counting tops, which we expect to come. Over 120 of the 2018 graduates received scholarships, not counting tops. They are listed in your graduation program. Will the students who receive scholarships please stand? Thank you. Thank you. The Chalmette High School graduates have earned more than $13.5 million in scholarships, and that's a huge amount for a class this size. So congratulations to those people who earned scholarships. In the audience tonight, we have many teachers and staff members. For those teachers and staff members here, would you please stand and let everyone give you a round of applause? They worked very hard to get our graduates to this ceremony tonight, and we appreciate their efforts. I want our graduates to know that just as your teachers have become part of your life, you have become part of our lives. You never think about that probably, but just as we become part of your life, you become part of our life. And we are very, very happy to have met you. We will miss you when you leave us. It is my privilege to present the 6 graduates who have met the requirements to be named as the class of 2018 honor graduates. Salutatorian, Kelsey Billiot. Mi Lin Hong. Valedictorian, Husni Al-Khatib. Valedictorian, Tommy Hall. Valedictorian, Kelsey Morales. Valedictorian, Megan St. Angelo. I present to you the first of 4 individuals who have surpassed all others in this class. Valedictorian, Husni Al-Khabib.
Oh, this is, dang. What's up? Sorry, y'all, I'm kind of tired and this thing weird. All right. First, I would like to say hello, greetings, hola, chin chok, bonjour, assalamu alaikum to everyone here tonight. I would also like to take this moment to thank all of our kind administrators, lovely facility members, amazing teachers, and wonderful families who helped us reach this point. And to the real people out there, the class of 2018, I do not only show gratitude for helping me and each other reach this point, I'm also very proud of you all because I know these past 4 years were not easy at all. And there were rough times when you encounter overwhelming obstacles which seemed impossible to overcome at that time, yet you all still managed to overcome them. With all of the responsibilities you had, from having a job to being involved in sports, choir, theater, clubs, and community services, you all still manage to overcome these instances of adversity in order to reach your goals. So for being able to go through that violent cycle of waiting for the weekend for 4 years with all the crazy events going on in your life and still getting to this point, I just want to say congratulations, class of 2018. We made it. We're graduating. I'm sorry, guys. You probably thought this was over, but even though I'm not wiser than anyone, I'm still supposed to give you guys some words of wisdom so that we could be inspired, motivated, and reflect on our experiences. So bear with me. Hopefully it'll be pretty short. When I was told that I would have to write a speech with these words of wisdom, I acted like one would expect of a hardworking and responsible valedictorian. I waited until the last minute, which was this morning, and then I Googled short but really nice valedictorian speeches. The speeches were really nice, but they were long, and I wasn't going to put you guys through that. So I decided to leave that part of Google alone by itself, and I Googled words of wisdom, which showed me a bunch of quotes. These quotes inspired me. They inspired me to be an off-brand, kind of great value Mr. Warner, and do what he does every day for morning announcements. They also inspired me to share them with you all because they resonated with me, and I believe that if applied correctly, these quotes will benefit us in moving forward in our lives. The first quote is by a famous American poet, Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." We are indirectly taught by society that pursuing a college degree in a high-paying, conventional occupation is the best course of action for one to take after high school. Although that has its merits, and it is probably the path of success for certain people, it is not for others. We are all humans, and we are all equal, but we are all also unique. If the conventional path of success compromises your sense of self, then change it. Don't be afraid of change. Welcome it. The only thing unchangeable in the world is change itself. Explore the possibilities of your life and find a path that gives you a vision, which pulls you out of bed and wakes you every morning. Make your own path and leave your own trail in the world. You may not be the best at many things, but there is one thing that you are the best at for certain. It is being yourself. So explore that and create your identity. The second quote is from an influential American writer, Henry David Thoreau. He says, "Many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing it is not the fish they are after." In school, we learn how to factor polynomials, read electron configurations, and even more difficult than all of that, read Shakespeare. I just want to say that those skills aren't the fish we're after. It's the skills ingrained into us from the experience of learning these concepts. All of the problem-solving, analytical thinking, and creative skills are the fish that will help us in our future. Hopefully, we will continue to approach future elements of life with this open-minded thought process so that we could yield the most product from our effort. And I'm sorry for taking so long, but since I'm already an illegal copyright Mr. Warner, let me overdraft with the quotes and end this with the third quote that has probably been tattooed on the back of our minds, yet it never ceases to lose significance. And hopefully, we keep remembering it in future lives. Y'all could say it with me. Mr. Warner has been saying it every morning. The choices you make today shape your world tomorrow. Damn. Thank you, outstanding audience, and congratulations, class of 2018. We made it.
I present to you an individual who has surpassed all others in this class, 104 people, Tommy Hall.
I'm going to have to preface my speech in lieu of recent events. First, I would like to thank Husni Al-Khatib for powering through that like a champ, and all of you should applaud him. Now, the parents out there in the stands, I'm not going to take this time to criticize you. I just want to say that you are role models. Think about that for a second. Now, on with the show. Tonight, we have all gathered in this arena to celebrate the culmination of the past 4 years of our lives. There are many of you who have triumphed and surpassed all expectations. Many tears have been shed by many parents, guardians, teachers, and mentors who over many years have put their heart, soul, effort, and entire being into raising you. In our youth, we can often forget to express our gratitude for the guidance with which we have been blessed. Take a moment to think about and be gracious towards those who have helped you reach this part in your path towards coming of age. There are a few things I want each of you to deeply to consider before you depart and embark on the next chapter of our lives. First and foremost, we must address the most troubling obstacle our generation must overcome: apathy. Apathy is a slow toxin that seeps through the populace, wilting the promise of progress. Apathy is a sickness of the mind. Apathy is, by definition, the general lack of interest, enthusiasm, and concern for the world, the nation, the community, and the individual. At first, it manifests in disdain for society. How many of you have encountered some troubling news, sighed, and shook your head in disgust as you thought there's something deeply wrong with the world that we live in today? Then afterwards, flipped the channel, went onward without another thought or action towards changing it. Then it may turn into general distrust or disinterest towards others. You may choose to stay at home instead of going out of your way to visit a loved one or reach out to someone you know is in need. Lastly, it consumes your personal identity. You lose interest in your passions, you give up your pursuits, you lose faith in yourself. Apathy is the enemy. It may not be the source of evil, but it remains as a passive encouragement. Apathy is a promise made to evil that one will not go out of his or her way to stop it. Apathy is seeing the ills of the world and not engaging yourself in fixing them. Apathy is understanding the needs of others and not selflessly helping your neighbor. Apathy is yearning for self-improvement and giving up before even 1 foot is out the door. Apathy is the enemy. Now, this enemy had infiltrated our culture. Apathy is the devil, a master of disguise. It is the slacktivism, the hashtags posted without marches and movements to accompany them. Pray for Paris, pray for America, pray for peace. It is the low voter turnout, the learned helplessness that tells you that your vote does not matter since the government is corrupt and that will never change. It is the arrogant acceptance of a pessimistic attitude. The enemy is not at the gates. It's in our homes, it's in our churches, it's in our schools, it's in our government, it's in the mind of the individual. Fortunately, this enemy is phony to its core. Once it is exposed, it can be easily defeated. And this brings me to the second thing I want you to consider tonight: self-accountability. Our actions are directly responsible for the outcome of our lives. Julian Rotter, a famed American psychologist, sought to understand the concept of the locus of control. People with an external locus of control feel that their actions do not matter in determining the outcome of their life. They have given into the faux power of apathy. Seek to become a person with an internal locus of control. Seek to become a person that truly believes that with enough effort, planning, and the next one's important, cooperation, most goals can and will be met. People with this paradigm are able to defeat the enemy because they understand the crucial concept of self-accountability. The consequences to inaction are just as dire to the consequences to any action you may choose to take. If we hold ourselves accountable for the outcomes of our lives, chances are we will achieve much more than we ever thought was possible. Statistically speaking, a person like me should not be on this stage. My immediate family was very poor following the hurricane. I remember living paycheck to paycheck. In my youth, I have had both father figures die or walk away from my life. Children who are both fatherless and poor are very likely to drop out. They are not supposed to succeed. They are not supposed to graduate at the top of their class. Now, I am not special. My challenges are not unique. Many of you have also lost a person for whom you care deeply. Use their memory as a rallying point to push forward and conquer. And if my father and grandfather were here today, I know that they would be overwhelmed with pride, and I refuse to let them down. Many of you have also grown up in the lower class, but all of you have the opportunity to break the shackles of circumstance and be audacious enough to succeed. There's a good friend of mine and classmate of yours in the crowd, Hip Wynn, and he kept the will to succeed despite everything thrown at him. Arguably, Hip deserves to be up here more than any of us. This young man had to miss months of school for chemotherapy, and because of unfortunate circumstance alone, he lost his rightful place on this stage. But he still has the audacity to promise that he will be on stage in college as summa cum laude, and with his sense of self-accountability, there is no doubt in my mind that he will make good on that promise. Our nation needs more audacious people. That burden falls on our generation. There are but two outcomes that lie ahead. Apathy may consume us to ensure that stagnation and failure may occur. On the other hand, we may consume apathy and spit it out over the finite bridge that lies ahead of us as a symbolic gesture that it is beneath people of our character. Apathy is the enemy. Now I challenge you, I implore you, the class of 2018, to move forward with a sense of urgency and excitement. The road ahead is bright, but only if you will it so. Thank you, God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your lives.
I present to you the valedictorian, Kelsey Morales.
The lights are shining brightly. Thousands of proud faces smile your way. Triumphantly, you take your first steps across the stage. Memories of the past, pride of the present, and hopes of the future flood your mind simultaneously in a whirlwind of emotions. You did it. You are here. Tonight marks a night unlike any other. Tonight, you are not only crossing a stage, you are crossing a threshold of your life, a threshold you enter as a high schooler, and exit as a young adult ready to carve your path into the world that lays before you. Think not of tonight as the arduous process of receiving your diploma, but instead as the result of your efforts. Every one of us sitting here tonight did something to get us here, and we did it in our own way. We did it as individuals. Not everyone we started class with will be joining us on our endeavor across the stage. But you are here. Think about that. You put forth the time and the effort and will be granted one last ceremony before you enter a life that is uniquely your own. A life that you will be in full control of and will take full responsibility for. Tonight, I will ask you to answer two questions. How did you get here? And where will you go? Tonight is a milestone, a marker in the journey that is your life. Every one of us has a past, a series of events that brought us to this point. Reflect on that past of yours. Where did you succeed? Where did you fall short? What have you learned from the trials and tribulations you have faced? Use the events of the past to prepare for the future, because once you walk across the stage, the world is yours. You will be responsible for yourself. There will be trials in your quest for a successful life that you will have to face alone. After all, each and every one of us will be going down a path only we, ourselves, can choose. I previously asked you the ever so daunting question of where you will go once you leave here tonight. Some of you may have an answer, many may not. But there is one answer that applies to us all. Where do you want to go next? Yes, life is going to be chaotic and unpredictable, but through your effort and your attitude, you can choose what you get out of it. Always remember, you are the one embarking on this journey, and only you can change its destination. So choose wisely and move forward with your head held high. The future is what you decide to make of it.
I present to you the valedictorian, Megan St. Angelo.
For my final exam this year, I had to write an essay for theater. As it was my last exam, and at this point, I think all of us were just counting down the moments until we were finally out of school, I figured I would rush through it. When I got the prompt, however, I knew that wasn't going to be possible. I had to write about how one or more of the songs CHS Voices sings at graduation relates to me. I figured it would be easy because we sing the songs at graduation for a reason. They capture what it means to finally graduate. It turns out I was really passionate about a couple of songs, 3 in particular. When I Grow Up, Breakaway, and Sweet Goodbyes. All of these songs show just how different life will be when we proceed through those doors. We are on our own after that, but change is good, and we are made better through experience. When I Grow Up is a song that followed our class almost like a lost puppy. Every time we thought we were done with it, it would come back. I especially remember one time we sang it out impromptu and rearranged the lyrics, but the message was always the same. As kids, we truly are carefree, but when we grow up and graduate, we have to face all of the burdens of adulthood, and we have to be strong enough to carry them around with us everywhere we go. There are no parents or teachers to rely on. We must brave the world alone, finding our own way through it. And I know we all can do that, just like the people before us have. Only one adult sings in the song, and I feel like her lyrics are possibly the most powerful. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown-up. Now, the entirety of the graduating class knows that there are no monsters under the bed, but we also know that we have to face different monsters in the world. We have to be brave enough to stand up to those challenges and protect the people that come after us, like the people that came before us did. We have to be willing to push through the hardships that come our way in order to become the people we all hope to be. Breakaway is essentially a song about just that, becoming the people we hope to be, no matter what stands in our way. Yes, I am talking about the Kelly Clarkson song. It is a piece that represents our readiness to spread our wings and fly to new adventures. We are ready to face the burdens of adulthood. We are ready to take flight and move on to bigger and better things. Whether this includes college, or getting a job, or going into the military. They may be difficult to attain, but we are ready, even if we think we are not. Clarkson sings, "I won't forget all the ones that I love, and I won't forget the place I come from." These are all things we have to tell ourselves as we move on to our next endeavors. We're going to miss the things and people we leave behind. That is part of life. But moving on is also a part of life. So we must move on. But we will never forget our times at Chalmette High. We have encountered many different people and different ordeals during our time here, from something as little as experiencing different class settings to something like watching epic assemblies sing and dance about their lives. CHS has prepared us for many different affairs. Finally, there is one song at graduation that makes almost all of the seniors in choir cry. It never fails. Now I understand why. When we are afraid of braving the world beyond a high school, Sweet Goodbyes reminds us that these experiences will never be forgotten. They will always be there to push us to be our best selves. The quote I wrote about in my essay reads, "All the things we lost will teach us see the pretty things in life. All the places that we've been to, the people we relate to, all the love that we give into." This lyric has so many bits and pieces that I could pick it apart for hours, but don't worry, I'll spare you. The first thing it made me think of was my past experiences and experiences I hope for. All of these experiences, present, past, future, make us who we are. We cry when we leave those experiences behind, but we move on to the next experience. That is what life is about. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but from what I have learned in the past 4 years of life, I know that we have to say goodbye to the past. This doesn't have to be for forever, but to continue with life, that is something we all will have to do. It will make us better people. Today, on May 17th, I wish I could go back in time. I wish it was March. We say goodbye to high school. We may cry and say we miss it and want to go back, but such is life. There is no turning back now. Chalmette High School has changed us all as people, making us work hard and push ourselves to 110% of our potential. The love that our family and friends has shown us has also changed us, teaching us about the care we should give each and every person we encounter. We have been changed for the better in many ways, and it is scary to leave such a great thing behind. But it is time to move on to new experiences, to new places, to new people, and to new love. So, now, it is time for our sweet goodbye to Chalmette High. Thank you. We are so proud of you. And now, Ms. Carol Mutt, Assistant Principal, will recognize the graduates. The diplomas will be presented by Mr. Clifford England, President of the St. Bernard Parish School Board. Thank you.
Ready.
Four valedictory addresses. That's a tough act to follow. I'd like to thank each of you for sharing your wonderful thoughts with us this evening. Thank you back to our valedictorians for their thoughts. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to recognize and present to you the graduates of the class of 2018. We, the faculty, certify that these students have completed the requirements for their program for a high school diploma as prescribed by the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education for the state of Louisiana. For our audience, please understand, our students have worked hard to earn the right to be recognized this evening. We ask that you respect the right of each graduate to hear his or her name called. Thank you. Marie Josephine Abba with honors. Muhammad Anwar Abdelaziz with honors. Farah Saif Adelatif with honors. Jessica Ashley Adcock. Joshua Presley Adcock. Samantha Marie Aola. Desharia Charday Iasola. Samuel Michael Albers with a Certificate of Technical Studies. Lynn Martin Alfonso III. Abir Yasir Al-Khatib. Eugene Raymond Alfonso III. Carissa K. Alfonso. Catherine Anjanae Lee Aldridge. Jasmine Alyssa Alvarez with honors. Cannell Patrick Anderson, Jr. Kayla Renee Angeletti with honors. Callie Ryan Armand with honors and an associate's degree. Robert James Arnold III. Marcella Roberta Avia Padilla. Sarah Renee Bailey. Cecilia Mariana Baldo. Donald Joseph Banks, Jr. Urani Leon Banks. Trent Bankston. Tehran Joseph Barthélemy. Tehran Tajay Bartholomew. Victoria Loren Bartholomew with honors and an associate's degree. Andrew Michael Batiste. Harvey Malik Battle. Russell Joseph Beatty, Jr. Diamond Pearl Benoit. Megan Marie Bertineri. Shina Sue Besson with honors. Denelson Francisco Alberto Betancourt Kilcan. Molly Marie Bienvenue. Austin Michael Billiot with honors. Destiny Drene Billiot. Alexis Dawn Benches with an associate's degree. Alicia Teresa Blaché. Mashad Shamar Blaze. Michaela Dion Blake. Peyton Elizabeth Bollinger. Malik Jamal Trishawn Booker. Kristen Mary Buffany. Chance Valentino Boudery. Jalacia Danielle Boyd. Brennan Joseph Bradley with honors. Dylan Joseph Bradley. Brianna Cherie Brandt with honors. Madison Rose Brandt with honors. Rashad Ezekiel Bro. Keith Bridgewater Jr. Tyrese Kiani Britton. Destiny Ontavia Brooks with honors. Gerard Garland Brown Jr. Peyton Emily Brown. Shaquanzane Laxavia Brown with honors. Tarial Dejon Brown. UN Truck Bowie. Kai Bo Bowie with honors. Quentin Jaquan Bunch. Bailey Marie Burgess. Alejandra Calderon Castillo. Kayla Monet Caldwell. Victor Manuel Calero Hernandez. Brene Lynn Calais. Derek Terrell Campbell Jr. Gabrielle Victoria Campo. Corinne Marie Campo. Lee Joseph Carlisle Jr. Rochelle Simone Carter with honors. Aaron Joseph Shenevert. Crystalline Angel Sheremy. Matthew Joseph Chason Jr. Darren Nicholas Clegg. Jenna Louise Clessy. Tara Lindasia Cofield with honors. Taylor John Coleman. Jose Maria Corzo Jr. Morgan Rose Lewan Kronvich. Ronald Joseph Cunningham Jr. Megan Lee Curtis with honors. Jared Michael Dardar Jr. Danielle Julia Davis. Darian Marie Davis. Dante Malcolm Davis. Tavion Granique Davis. Elena Andrell DeQueer. Jonathan Craig DeHardy with honors. Damian Michael DeMall. Antoine Albert Derwan III. Larry Chris DeRoches Jr. Amaya Rosalind Detterville with honors. Dustin Anthony DiVincenti. Ralph Anthony DiPadova III. Bryce Alexander Doty with honors. Jenna Lexus Dow. Megan Elizabeth Dragon. Carlos Javier Dubon. Gabrielle Renee Ducote with honors. Mara Diane Dewey. Jada Bianca Duplessis. Dylan Lawrence Dupuy. Victoria Michelle Dupuy. John Damian Edwards Jr. Tyra Alyssa Edwards. Zachary's Michael Igano. Kaylee Elizabeth Elder with honors. Alexis Loren Encardes with honors. LaCondra Taisha Enclard. Landon Michael Engelhart. Samantha Marie Epps. Gabriel Justin Ernst. Zachariah Samuel Ernest. Neo Daniel Espino. Casey Marie Esteves with honors. Janisha Dejan Eugene. Blake Kyle Evans. Grace Elizabeth Ferguson with honors. Carlos Antonio Fernandez. Wait. Lilith Thea Fernandez. Hannah Leah Fisher with honors. Jared Lee Fisher. Kane Michael Fitzsimmons. Michaela Rose Florane. Andrea Melody Flores. Marilyn Saleth Flores Pineda. Pacey Renee Freychenard with honors. Tony Ray Freychenard. Victoria Janisha Gabriel. Joseph Biagio Gagliano III. DeMichael Marquise Gaines with honors. Tiara Jamira Gaines with honors. Leonardo Alejandro Galindo Becerra. Walter Javier Gamez Martinez with a Certificate of Technical Studies. Jasper Russell Gangoff. Sophia Lorena Lalani Garcia with honors. Michelle Alyssa George. Janisa Janae Gibson. Scott Michael Joya Jr. with honors. Austin Anthony Gonzalez. Kyron Anthony Gonzalez. Kayla Marie Gonzalez. Alyssa Ann Gould. Christopher Daniel Graff Jr. Josh Edward Gray. Aisha Blairnisha Green. Victoria Marie Gritter with honors. Bren Ane Guerra. Christian Giovanni Gilliat. Joshua Michael Gilliat. Jordan Hazel Gunnels with honors. Mia Nisha Hamilton. Shantivia Amamore Tria Hamilton Gums. Megan Nicole Hammers. Paul Anthony Hammers, Jr. with a Certificate of Technical Studies. Robert Conrad Hampton. Ariel Michelle Hardiman. Callie Reese Harris. Kyra Ariel Harris. Amy Lynn Harvey. Brittany Danica Hay. Austin Travis Hayward. Gary Daniel Abair. Samantha Ray Abair. Rico DeAndre Hendricks with an associate's degree. Dewana Chantrice Henry. Jules George Henry III. Erica Julissa Hernandez with honors. Myrna Estella Hernandez. Caitlin Rose Harold McVeigh. Taylor Page Hill. Jemiah Shanice Hines. Yasmin Adley Hanawi with honors. Bridget Rose Hohennessy. Ava Landry Hollingsworth with honors. Rashad Honeycutt. Damon Taylor Hotard. Alexis Suzanne Howell. Jackson Wyatt Hoyt. Kylil Joaquin Hudson. Madison Marie Hurstel. Dennis Hugel III. Joshua Maurice Hutchinson. Ace Anthony Indivina. Morris Lee Jackson III. Brian Charles Jacob Jr. Ensign Alaric James. Mohammed Nadim Jabril. Marquez Andre Jefferson. Kyle David Jennings. Spencer Michael Joachim. Brittany Janae Johnson. Joseph Eddie Johnson Jr. Kevin Anthony Johnson Jr. Kendrielle Lachey Jones with honors. Kushel Amani Jordan. Chriselle Ashe Jordan with honors. Danielle Marie Joseph. Emmanuel Carey Junius. Maya Rael Karcher with honors. Dane Michael Kiersey with honors. Joseph Nicholas Guggens Kelly. Anjanae Oralyn King. Ariel Elvian King. Raylyn Mary Kindler with honors. Aiden McCade Kokomore. Jacob Morgan Coster. Jared James Lashney. Waynesha Lacey. Chantrice Marquia LaFrance. Chad Philip Landry Jr. Brevin Elizabeth LaSalle. Brianne Nicole LaBeouf. Jordan John Lee. Raheen Andre Lee. Jared Paul Lemoyne with honors. Franisha Ann Lewis. Raymond John Lewis. Alexandra Rose Lichardi with honors. Britton Day Lichardi. Alyssa Marie Lind with honors. Emily Elizabeth Lyon with honors. Chelsea Angele Livaday. Madison Morgan Loescher. Jacob Anthony Lofton with an associate's degree. Ryan Van Longfellow with honors. Angelica Marie Lovell with honors. Nyla Angele Lowe with honors. Haley Rose Lucas. Maya Catherine Lund. Rebecca Elaine Lund. Chandler Salvador Mackles with honors. Sebastian David Mayer. Darren Jackson Mahler with honors and an associate's degree. Blake Michael Milosevic. Leonel Enrique Maldonado, Jr. Fallon Lynn Mangersheen. Fallon Marie Mangersheen. Sarah Kate Marcel. Catherine Quazon Marcelino with honors. Nicholas Gerard Marks with honors. Elizabeth Michelle Marrero. Seth Adley Martin. Stephanie Lynn Martin with honors. Ethan Isaiah Martinez. Fernanda Paola Martinez with honors. Miranda Marie Martinez. Christina Leanne Martinez Adamson with honors. Shelby Lynn Mason. Cameron Zoe Mariner. Caitlin Elizabeth Mazarak. Danielle Monique McCassell with honors. Sarah Yvonne McHugh with honors. Seth Lewis McNabb. Andrea Stephanie Mejia Vargas. Brett Michael Mellerine. Lakin Ivy Mellerine with honors. Elier Mendez James. Madison Taylor Manessis. Javier Antonio Mercado Alaman with a Certificate of Technical Studies. Madeline Marie Messick. Nicholas Pascal Migliori. Devante Antonio Miller. Haley Jarrell Miller with honors. Casey Marie Miller. Peyton Elizabeth Miller with honors. Tyler Joseph Miller. Cynthia Paola Mira Sibilian with honors. Jose Alejandro Miranda Lumbai. Juan Antonio Miranda Lumbai. Kayron Nashim Mixon. Lindsay Elena Mixon. Austin Joseph Mall. Erica Yanith Montez Lara. Calvian Marie Montgomery with honors. Madison Marie Morales with honors. Mason James Morales. Myra Morales Hernandez. Josue Morales Ledesma. Frankie Thomas Morello. Lamont Maurice Morris Jr. with honors. Ryan Alexander Morrison with honors. Bashar Mudamad Rabi. Gabrielle Nicole Nakan with honors. Hassan Nassar. Dylan Michael Naylor. Damian Paul Nellig Jr. Jasmine Ann Nellig with honors. Mandy Marie Newton with honors. Blake Mitchell Nyland with an associate's degree. Hip Lam Wynn with honors. Johnny Wynn with honors. Giovanni Ricardo Nicosia with a Certificate of Technical Studies. Brianna Marie Noel. Caitlin Marie Norris. Chevelle Andrielle Norwood. Emily Ann O'Neill with honors. Raven Zamaria Oro. Isis Tiara Ortiz Scarlett with honors. Justin Ford Palmer. Shane Gregory Parker. Victoria Sue Pastrana. Jordan Jude Paul. Jaylyn Marie Payne. Edmilson Candido Pereira Jr. Kennedy Rayshawn Peters with honors. Tylea Monique Peters with honors. Brittany Enyi Pham with honors. Eric Min Pham. Andre Paul Petrie. David Peter Pizzolato. Brock William Plescia. Anna Isabel Pocasangre Donis. Kaylee McLean Poche. Mary Catherine Poche with honors. Emily Nicole Poulsen. Dylan Gerald Porsche. Tatiana Alexis Powell. Brian Israel Kihosaka Dewey. Renee Raby Jr. Trista Olivia Raggio. Tia Marie Raybon. Toriana Tawana Reddick. Christopher James Reynolds Jr. Jare Jamal Rhodes. Keandriel Jarion Rhodes. Jiren Roosevelt Richard. Nicholas Francis Richard. Sade Nicole Richard. Christopher Rico. Alexis Eileen Riley. Jeffrey Daniel Riley. Marquise Jerez Riley Jr. Nathan Joseph Roach with honors. Cassidy Lynn Robin. Michael Richard Robin. Andy Alyssa Robinson with honors. Jeffrey Donald Roderfeld. Victoria Lee Rodriguez. Anastasia Marie Rogers. Chloe Lynn Roig. Lane Michael Rojas. Joshua Charles Ronquillo. Jason Paul Roper Jr. Chris Ross III. Emma Catherine Roussel with honors. Anna Rubiero Paris. Devin Michael Ruiz with honors. Anna Jeanette Ryal. Douglas Alexis Saavedra Ayala. Whitney Mariah Sanchez. Jefferson David Santos with honors. Ron Charles Schmaltz. Ashley Elizabeth Smedra. Haley Rose Schroeder with honors. Jason Charles Schul Jr. Stephen Allen Schwartz with honors. Sorry. Shelby Gray Ciano with honors. Veronisha Rashay Shesby. Brianna Dominique Schulterbrandt. Zashwan Caldon Singleton. Iolario Alaric Sino. Brandon Sterling Smith. Sierra Ashley Smith. Dominique Ashanta Smith. Eleanor Mims Smith. Israel O'Keefe Smothers. Emily Nicole Snyder with honors. Victoria Amanda Soto. Lainey Elizabeth Spears. Paul Michael Spaguzza, Jr. Jada Michael St. Martin. Haley Nicole Stabinski with honors. Gabrielle Angelique Starks. Sophie Lynn Steckman with honors. Marissa Cecile Steele. Terrell Renee Stepter, Jr. Monique Ariane Sterling. Deshaun Montrell Stewart. Danielle Gabriella Strassel. Isabel Elena Sumera. Treasure Unique Tate. Brissa Lee Taylor. Haley Gail Tessitore. Byronisha Andriana Thomas. Jalen Jawan Thomas. John Joseph Thon V. Callie Marie Thorne. Mariah Leanne Thrash. Tiffany Ann Tobin. Damian Patrick Todd. Dejan Emir Torregano. Ramika Corey Torregano. Tai Tan Tran with honors. Vinnie Frank Tranchina, Jr. Cassie Lynn Tragle with honors. Tatum Alyssa Trevino. McKaylee Donna Truitt with honors. Hayden Matthew Tucker. Ariane Victoria Turner. Patrick Joseph Turner, Jr. Victor Alejandro Vasquez with honors. Carla Asuncion Verde Flores. Callie Rose Vernon. Alex Stephen Vicknair. David Christopher Vicknair. Bryce Matthew Vidrine. Kasia Naomi Veen. Destiny Renee Vosbin with honors. Colin Patrick Warden. Lentrell Elaine Webb with honors. Richard Joseph Wells, Jr. Edward James West, Jr. Desmonique Quintrell White. Nathan Joseph Whitlow. Alexis Grace Wickbolt. Caitlin Michelle Wilkes with honors. Holden Terry Wilkes with honors. Aaliyah Marie Williams. Ariel Jada Williams. Chadrick Williams, Jr. Dejan Pierre Williams. Dijon Dion Williams. Kayla Christina Williams. Kevin Maurice Williams, Jr. Malaysia Amari Williams. Ralph Rufus Williams, Jr. Tasia Renee Williams. Treshawn Kenneth Williams. Emily Grace Wilson. Kevin Nicholas Wilson. Taylor Renee Wilson. Terrence Keith Wilson, Jr. Veronica Renee Wilson with honors. Shani Tony Ann Wiltshire. J.C. Cameron Wood with honors. Breon Renee Wright with honors. Leandria Aranara Yates with honors. Abby Margaret Young with honors. Savannah Ariel Yusuf with honors. Dylan Charles Fusilier with honors, Senior Class Treasurer. Nicholas Calvin Paul Campo with honors, Senior Class Recording Secretary. Emily Mahmoud Hamid with honors, Senior Class Corresponding Secretary. Tyler Cameron Sanchez with honors, Senior Class Vice President. Salutatorian and Senior Class President, Kelsey Brielle Billiot. Salutatorian, Milin Hong. Valedictorian, Husni Yasser Al-Khatib. Valedictorian, Tommy Lynn Hall III. Valedictorian, Kelsey Alyssa Morales. Valedictorian, Megan Elizabeth St. Angelo. Wait, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2018. Graduates, you may change your tassels. Congratulations and go Owls.
Ready? All right. Graduates and audience, please stand for the benediction to be given by Senior Class Treasurer Dylan Fusilier. And please remain standing for the alma mater and fight song to be sung by the graduates. Thank you so much.
Bow your head with me, if you will. Dear Heavenly Father, as we come to the end of our time together, we thank you for all that has been accomplished. We thank you for guiding us through our 4-year journey of self-discovery and bringing us where we are tonight, our graduation. As our future unfolds, give us the strength and integrity to strive and reach our goals, and send guidance to our loved ones as we depart and go on to start a new chapter in our own lives. We are blessed to be not only Chalmette High's graduating class of 2018, but an everlasting family. Lord, as we go our separate ways, please watch over us tonight and see us safely through the tomorrows in our lives, and may you always walk before us to show us the way. Amen.